Welcome back, everybody. Dave, ABQ, SC, and C. Back for another edition. This time it is the divisional round. Power rankings powered by Gizmo. Only 8 teams left. Let's see how these teams rank up according to Gizmo. Before we get started, I want to remind everybody, Saturday, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, we will be opening up a jumbo hobby box of 2019 Topps Chrome, 5 autographs in the box, as well as 2 blaster boxes with 4 sepia cards per box, and the pack of pink refractors that we almost opened up earlier in the week. There's still time to join. $9 per team, $3.50 per shipping. The Wheel of Names will determine the teams on Friday. So last chance to get in will be Thursday at midnight. Numbers 1, 7, and 10 are currently gone. If you are interested, email us abqscandc@gmail.com to enter. On to the power rankings at number 8, the Houston Texans. Number 8, Houston Texans, staying in the same spot. Gizmo says, I forgot all about Gizmo says last week, but this time Gizmo says they didn't look too good for Houston in the beginning, but had a comeback and win in overtime over the Bills. Fantastic job. All the games this past weekend in the wild card round could have been won by anybody. They were all close. They were all within a touchdown of each other. Houston Texans, number 8. On to number 7. Number 7, the Tennessee Titans. Gizmo has them up 4 spots from last week. He says, pulling the biggest upset in the playoffs by knocking out the defending champs on to the Ravens. Titans, Ravens. Nobody picked them to beat the Patriots. I don't think anybody's going to pick them to beat the Ravens. They're going to shock the world if they do this. Number 6, the Minnesota Vikings, also up 4 spots. Gizmo says, Cousins and Cook had a great game, but can they put another performance like that against the Niners? Oh man, they get that run game going. Dalvin Cook's a beast. He can run over just about anybody, just like Derrick Henry. That defense, Rhodes looks suspect. He's trying to blame Harrison Smith, but he got beat cleanly on a few plays, rounding out routes. Not looking fantastic. Looking like the soft spot in the defense. They might take advantage of that. Number 5, the Seattle Seahawks, up 2 spots. Gizmo says Wilson finds a way to bring his team to victory, which he will do against the Packers and move on. Gizmo calling it Seahawks over Packers already. Speaking of the Packers, number 4, the Green Bay Packers, up 1 spot. Gizmo says, going to have a tough game coming up. Will the defense stand strong against the Seahawks? That's been this team's thing all year. When that defense is going, they are in games, creating turnovers, making great tackles for losses, breaking up passes. That defense needs to step it up and overpower that Seattle offensive line to have a shot. Number 3, the Kansas City Chiefs, up 1 spot. Gizmo says Mahomes and company should have an easy game, but will it be? Houston will put up a fight. Never count Houston out. Deshaun Watson looked like he was completely out of that game, getting that sack, getting sandwiched between 2 guys and still making the play. No give up in that team. Kansas City's going to have a run for their money in that game. Number 2, the San Francisco 49ers, up 1 spot. Gizmo says Garoppolo and Kittle have a big game ahead of them. The Vikings coming off a big win, coming into town. 49ers can only beat themselves, I believe. They turn the ball over. Garoppolo's not great. He's not been super fantastic this year. His interceptions are up. He keeps that up. It's going to keep the Vikings in the game, and they're going to have a chance. Last but not least, La Marvelous and south of the border cards, Baltimore Ravens, stand number 1 in the same spot. Gizmo says if they don't beat themselves, should easily win against the Titans. And then he says it should be a good game. Which is it going to be, man? Which is it going to be? No, it should be a good game. They need to stop Derrick Henry. Most teams are all pumped up the first quarter, and then Henry keeps pounding on you, and next thing you know, he's got like 100 and something yards, and he's making you look silly. So they need to control Derrick Henry in order to have a chance in this game. Tannehill will make bonehead decisions. He almost gave the game away in the last game. So stopping Derrick Henry is the key, so Tannehill can mess up and make mistakes, and they'll move on. Those are the power rankings. Let's see how Gizmo did last week. Gizmo went 1-3 last week, missing out on the Bills, the Patriots, and the Saints. He did get the Seahawks right, almost coming close on the score. Let's see what Gizmo thinks about this coming week. Will he do any better? This week he has the Titans over the Vikings, or the Titans losing to the Ravens. Whoa, wow, watching the wrong side there. Titans over the Ravens. Haha. Learn to speak, Dave. Learn to speak. Ravens beating the Titans 23-14. 49ers beating the Vikings 23-10. Chiefs beating the Texans 28-20. And the Seahawks beating the Packers 21-17. If Gizmo holds up, the Ravens, 49ers, and the Chiefs are in trouble, as the only one he got right last week was the Seahawks. So we'll see. Will Gizmo go 1-3 again? Or will he be 4-0 and make a bunch of teams' fans very happy? We'll find out on our next edition of Gizmo's world famous power rankings. Thank you for joining us. We are almost done. Championship week is coming up. We'll have our power rankings for that. Join us. Give ourselves a thumbs up. Like the video. Comment what you think. Gizmo right? Gizmo wrong? How's it going to be? How's it going to be? We'll find out. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night and stay safe.